So yeah, I live here in Bloomington. I'm currently a general manager of a restaurant. Um, I've been there for about 11 years now. Um, I'm in school as well, studying criminal justice to hopefully achieve my dream of becoming a police officer. Um, it's been something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. So um, I have a daughter, uh, 3 dogs. I love pets. I don't know. I like to watch TV, read movies, just normal people things, I guess. Since I was a kid, it was something that always I don't know. I felt like I wanted to do. Like I was always impressed by people who are out there, I guess. Keeping the community safe, and it's just something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. Um, it always caught my attention. I don't know. It's just it's been a dream. I don't know why. It's just something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. Definitely, it makes me want to actually become a police officer to show that there's actually good people and that we can actually make our dreams come true despite people trying to stop us. I want to be an example to other kids and other families that they seem to be scared. They seem to hide, if you would, because they're scared. I want to show that there's opportunities, and if you're really putting your mind into it, you can actually do it. And with everything that has been happening lately, I just get more motivated to complete my studies and actually become a police officer. Yeah. I just started last semester. I had to take time off because of work. It takes a lot of my time, um, financial reasons as well. Um, so I decided to just work for a while, save money so I can pay as I go. Um, for special reasons, I guess, I couldn't really apply for loans or, um, you know, um, just aid, I guess. Um, so I have to pay as I go on my studies. So I decided to take a break for 3 years, save a lot of money, and have enough money to complete at least my 2-year degree. Then hopefully transfer to IU to finish my 4-year degree there. I think some of them you had to be a citizen to be able to get the loans. Um, you had to have certain paperwork to qualify for them. Um, but currently, or me being part of DACA, really it helped me into actually pushing myself more, just in my personal life and with work, to just continue to save money, I guess. For the ones that I did try to apply, I wasn't qualified to, and um, being part of DACA helped me maintain a job and actually have a job that pays well, for me to be able to afford school and my house and things like that. Just be able to support my family, I guess. Um, but yeah. Well, it turned out to be for the better. I guess it took a couple of years for the whole, paperwork to happen and everything. But um, I'm married, and we decided to apply for to become a resident, and then eventually become a citizen. Which, thankfully, I got my citizenship 2 weeks ago. Um, so that's what I was like, oh, I'm not DACA anymore. But thanks to DACA, I was able to apply to change my status, and then eventually become a citizen, which was the only thing that was stopping me from applying to the police department. Because you don't have to have a degree to become a police officer. You can go straight out of high school, but you have to be a citizen to become a police officer. Yeah, it definitely worries me. I want to see if I can do anything to help her in the future. Um, Obviously, she can't apply to change her status. She can't really do anything right now. So she's just having a job thanks to DACA, or she has a job thanks to DACA. It worries me how things are shaping up right now with, our current president, and how he's finding those little gaps to prevent people from moving forward with their process, or just being able to renew DACA to keep having a job and just making a living for themselves. So I definitely get worried for her. I spoke to her. I tell her that we need to see what we can do, see what I can do on my part to help her just ensure a better future. If DACA just stops, which it seems that way that it might. So I really want to help her in any way that I can. We stay in touch all the time. We talk all the time to see what our options are, not just for her, but my parents as well, just the whole family. So we're trying to see what we can do for them. We're trying to see what gaps there are that we can work with before they, get blocked or get taken away from us, or whatever the case might be. Sure, my dad came here to Bloomington about 15 years ago. Um, then he worked 3 jobs for an entire year to save up money to bring my mom. um, Sorry. Wow.
You don't have to understand.
Sorry, it just hit me out of the blue. Just give me a second. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna try again. Then my mom was able to come here, and they both worked for a year straight, non-stop. 3 jobs as well, just from 6 in the morning until midnight. And then they were able to save up enough money to bring my older brothers. So there's 4 of us. So they brought my older brothers first. Then, thanks to my older brother, who also started to work and helped them financially, about a month and a half after my brothers, they were able to bring my sister and I. But they've been working since then. They've been worried for their status. Just with what Trump is doing and everything, they worry for themselves. So 15 years later, my dad's still essentially hiding, not being able to express his opinion, not being able to vote. He ensures to do and obey the law. He pays his taxes, he owns his own house, but that's about it. He can't go any farther just because of his status. No, yeah, it was definitely different. Just the environment, the community, just the streets and everything. It was very different. It was exciting. It was a new place. It's always been the dream. It's a safe place. You don't have to worry about nothing happening to you. Just it was weird, hearing people and not understanding what they were saying. Just seeing all kinds of people, different people everywhere. Um, it was exciting as well. Just, I guess I was young enough to not really understand, but now that I think about it, it was exciting because now it's a new opportunity for my life and my future. Um, but yeah, it was pretty cool. It was, I guess I never thought I was gonna come to a different country and live here, um, or learn a second language. Obviously, it was something that I grew up never thinking about. Um, but obviously, being here, it pushed me to learn English because I had to communicate with people. When I first, I actually got here about 2 weeks before my 7th grade, and I went to school like that. Um, Classes like math, easy stuff. But when it came down to English and reading and science and things like that, I mean, I couldn't really understand what they were saying, what they were teaching me. But I had to find a way to understand what the class was about, mainly for me to learn and to move forward with my education and things like that. But yeah, the first month it was crazy. I, luckily I had a very good friend of mine, Prisma, who helped me. Um, but in my middle school, there was just me and her and nobody else that I could talk to really. Um, it was sad sometimes, just not talking to people, sitting by myself. But it pushed me to learn English so I could talk to people and make friends. So we had tutors, but they were just tutors that were helping us with the classes, and it wasn't like an English tutor. Um, it was, I mean, it took a while for me to understand, over a year for me to be able to get out of my shell and actually talk to people. I guess people used to think that I was a slow learner, but it was more of me just being shy and being afraid that people wouldn't understand what I was saying. Just me second guessing myself, and it took longer than I guess I wanted to, but mainly because of my just my personal, I guess, my mindset. I was shy. I didn't want to talk to people because I was afraid they wouldn't understand me. But I want to say maybe a little bit after a year, that's when I started to talk more and actually understand a lot. Obviously, the first couple of months, you get the basic stuff, colors, letters, some words here and there. But actually making sentences and actually speaking to people, it took a little bit to get used to that. It took a while to be able to speak to people without having to translate things in my mind. Now I don't really I don't think about it. I speak it, I guess. But yeah, it took a little bit, like a year, for me to actually bond and actually, talk to people without being shy. I guess I would say that we need to keep pushing. We need to keep setting a good example for people, for the president, for everyone to not have this picture of I guess immigrants, if you would, as them being bad, as coming here and stealing jobs or whatever. We need to actually put in our effort into becoming part of the community, and we have to learn that the community and our new country is not gonna evolve and change for our benefit. We have to evolve and adapt to our new surroundings. So I guess we just have to keep pushing. We have to keep showing that we are good people and that we can have a positive impact in the communities and the whole country. The country's full of different ethnicities and different cultures, and things can get done without splitting the communities, but instead bring them together. So just the community, the DACA community, we need to come out and show that we will and we can make a or have a positive impact in the community, and not let them bring us down and picturing us as bad people. Because if you think that you are a bad person, then you will become a bad person. But if you stay positive and keep working hard to show that positive things could come out of DACA and the whole program, we just have to show that the positive things do come out, and that we're a good example for the program to continue.